All right, folks, and welcome to the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Jay Real, bringing you a Tuesday edition of the show. Now, we are going to have to get into some sports talk really fast because we are about to go out of studio and take you on a little adventure here in our local area of Ruidoso Downs area. So we're just going to jump right on in with some NFL talk. Now, this Thursday could possibly be the last game for Tim Tebow in the NFL. Why is that? Because he cannot seem to get his game under control. My gosh. Tim Tebow has been given a fair shot here in New England. He has been given the opportunity to study and practice with some of the best coaches and with one of the best quarterbacks in our modern time. And he still can't seem to get things done. So they didn't give him an opportunity to play in the last preseason game against Detroit. May that have something to do with because the previous week when he played against Tampa Bay, the guy went 1 for 7 for -1 yards. That's right, folks. 1 for 7, -1 yards. I love Tim Tebow. I am a Tim Tebow fanatic. The problem is he has not proven recently that he could play the quarterback position. And it's getting frustrating for me, folks. I don't know. You let us know. Give us comments, feedback. You let us know how you feel about the Tim Tebow situation, because I'll break it down like this. If he doesn't make the New England roster, who else out there is going to give him an opportunity, a fair chance to be a quarterback in this league? I don't know. Give us your comments and feedback, and we'll sit down. We'll talk about them, because it's hard for me to see anyone. There were not a lot of teams fighting for Tim Tebow's services when the Jets cut him. The only team that came to the rescue were the Patriots. And my gosh, Bill Belichick, the best coach, probably in the last 10 years, and you can't learn from this guy. You have Tom Brady as your mentor, and you can't learn. I'm sorry, folks, I'm going to have to agree. If Tim Tebow doesn't make it here, it's going to be very difficult for me to see who would pick him up and give him an opportunity to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Now, he came out recently in an interview, and this is why I love the guy to death. I respect him, I admire him as an athlete and as a person, as a fellow Christian, because this is what the question was thrown at him. You know, do you worry, are you concerned that you'll be cut from the team Thursday? And he went on to say something in the neighborhood of, you can't worry about things that you have no control over. You can only focus and worry about things that you do have control of. And he went on to say, quote, I can control my attitude, I can control my effort, and I can control my focus. So those are the things I'm going to worry about, end quote. And I mean, gosh, the guy, you got to love this guy. He has the heart, he has the soul, and he has the charisma of being a superstar. But my gosh, he has to be able to throw the ball. We all know he can run with it. We know he can run with it. We know he's fantastic on the run, but he just cannot find his receivers. He cannot get in tune with receivers. So we're going to have to wait to see. He has 2 days. I'm going to hope and pray that he gets stuck or he lands on the Patriots, that they keep him and make it a long-term project, molding him into a better quarterback. But time will tell. Let us know what you think. Give us your comments and feedback. We'd be happy and love to hear from you and study those. Now, moving on again, just real quick, the Jets are in a mess, folks. Rex Ryan has lost touch with himself and his team. Now, I'm not going to pile on the Rex Ryan haters and say the guy is worthless and a piece of crap and all that. He needs to refocus. He needs to re-understand and reevaluate him as a coach. He's lost where he used to be. He lost the bravado. He lost that edge. he needs to get that back. And I mean, I have to agree with all commentators, all sports people, all sports writers. Everybody's still scratching their head. Rex, why would you put your possibly starting quarterback in a preseason game in the fourth quarter behind second and string linemen? That there's no reasonable explanation for that. The only thing you can look at is the guy threw him out there to the wolves. He threw sheep to the wolves. And that's where he's going to have to check himself. He's going to have to reevaluate his idea of a coach, of being a coach. And I think he can do it. He's a good coach. He's just lost his way. So we're going to get behind him and say, Rex, get your head out of your butt, refocus, reevaluate yourself and your team, and start making smarter decisions. Because putting Sanchez in that situation was not smart. There's no reason for that to have happened. Period. No reason. And we're going to leave it all with that. Again, comments, feedback on the Jets, and Rex Ryan, what do you think? We'll talk about those in a later show. Then finally, before we give you a special treat on today's show, we're going to touch on Tiger Woods. Man, he dramatically just falls on the turf. Come on, folks. It's golf. It's not gladiators. It's not football. And it's definitely not hockey. So for him to just flop down on the floor, that was so dramatic. But, of course, everything with Tiger Woods has to be dramatic. And, of course, he has came out and said he will be ready to play this weekend. So we'll see if this injury is going to plague him for the next few tournaments or if he did get recovered from this and is going to play well this weekend. I guess we'll have to wait like everyone else and see the score on Sunday. So anyway, folks, with that said, we're going to cut away to a quick break. When we come back, we have a special treat for you, so you better not go anywhere or you are going to miss something really cool. So for right now, Jay Real is going to sign out. But before we do, let me go ahead and thank the Player Zone and Right On Time Air and Delivery Service, both right here locally in Ruidoso, New Mexico. The Player Zone has all your gaming needs, comic books, sports cards and memorabilia, autographs, vintage, collectibles, Star Wars figures. You name it, they got it. All supplies, video games, handheld games. They got PS3s, games, you name it, they got it. They are located at 2117 Sudreth, number 15 in the Gazebo Plaza, or you can find them in RuidosoMidtown.com. Click on the Merchants tab, go right to the Player Zone. And we can't thank them enough, hooking us up at the house, hooking us up with the place to give you one of the best shows that we could ever bring to you all. So we're real excited. But for right now, we're going to cut away. When we come back on the flip side, a treat for you all. So again, don't go nowhere. Jay Real will be back.
Oh, wow, the stuff in the Player Zone is so cool. Oh, wow, they got Magic, sports cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think there's some comic books back there. And the Player Zone will even price this stuff for free. Oh, wow. Player Zone will buy, sell, and trade any of this stuff. And what can I get for her?
Good afternoon, folks, and thanks for tuning in for this little intro to Friday's show. We just left the studio, but as you can see, this is not taped live. For us, it's live. For you, it's not. But we are here at the Ruidoso Downs Racetrack and Casino. Why are we here? I'm not even going to hesitate to tell you all, because the big race, the All-American Futurity race, is coming up Monday, September 1st. As we did on our last show, Matt did let you all know that this big weekend of racing is going to be phenomenal, and we just had to come experience it for ourselves. So we had to leave the studio, pop on over here to the Casino and Racetrack, Ruidoso Downs Casino and Racetrack, and check it out. Look at it. We got the beautiful track. As you can see, it's all laid out nice and plowed down and smoothed out for the horses so they don't get injured. We got some just the facility is beautiful in general here. And we have to say thank you to all of the media and the media folks that are in charge of that here at the Ruidoso Downs Casino and Racetrack, because they've been so hospitable to us and very friendly and giving us all access to be able to bring you the best quality show that we could bring you for you folks here in YouTube land. So we're really excited about that, and we had to come down here and check it out. Now, this is just going to be an intro. Friday show will be a whole different animal, a whole different beast. We are going to be specifically doing a special for the races and spotlighting the Ruidoso Downs Racetrack and Casino for this weekend's big races. Now, Friday show, we are going to go ahead and we are going to get some exclusive interviews. One being with the best jockey in the country, in my opinion, and one of the friendliest, coolest dudes, Cody Jensen. This guy's a two-time champion here at the All-American Futurity race. He's won just, you can't even count the number of races this guy's won. And I have to tell you, this guy's down to earth. He's a good dude. And I mean, he made me a fan of horse racing. And that's hard to do, because I'm a fan of all sports. That's why we have the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. But now we can bring you horse racing as well into the mix with our other Average Joe Sports. So great to know Cody Jensen, and we're looking forward to his interview. But I'm not going to do that interview. We're going to go ahead and let Matt, our horse racing insider, do that for you all. And I'm just going to walk around and I'm going to check out this facility. Folks, if you are going to be in the Ruidoso Downs area, or if you're even going to be within a 2-3 hour radius of the Ruidoso Downs Racetrack and Casino, you need to come on down here and check it out this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday races. Of course, Monday being the big $2.6 million All-American Futurity race. So, for right now, I'm going to say thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and show you on our wrap-up. We're just going to go ahead and exit out on showing you some really cool footage of this facility, of this track, to give you a bird's eye view of what we get to experience every season during race time. So just sit back, enjoy the video and the steel. Folks, we're here again at the Ruidoso Downs Racetrack and Casino. But what I'm going to be showing you right now is the tunnel that goes from the stands, the grandstands here at the racetrack, and goes right on into the infield. Now what this is for is this gives racers, the jockeys, the guests, whoever needs to get into the infield access, and it goes right underneath the track. So this is actually really cool that this is right here. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a bird's eye view again of how this actually works out. You can see the tunnel goes just right through. We are literally under the racetrack, about to come out on the infield side. As you can see, we just came out perfectly on this side. So here we are, folks, on the inside of the infield. You can see the racetrack. We were actually on that side just a few minutes ago. Alright folks, Jay Real here again. We're on the inside track of the actual track, and we're by the saddling paddock. And what they do here, this is where they'll line up all the horses. They get in their own individual stall area here, or paddock area, and then they get saddled. So we're actually in a really cool area of the track. Not a lot of people get to come check this out that aren't from the area, and you just really don't ever really get to see this. So we just wanted to bring you a quick little view, an inside view of the area where they get staged up. So this is really cool today. It's a beautiful day here. Again, we're just going to be showing you footage throughout, just real quick in short little clips to give you an idea of what you'll be looking at on Friday's show. So don't miss that. Alright folks, Jay Real here again, the Ruidoso Downs Racetrack and Casino, and I'm standing right in front of the jockey room. This is where they come in, they get ready, they prepare, get mentally prepared, get their saddles and their equipment before heading on over to the saddling area there. So this is where they get their adrenaline, they get pumped up, they're getting focused. So I could just imagine the tension and the stress that goes on in this room right here before race time. But anyway, we just wanted to bring that to you real quick before we headed out. So we're going to go ahead and cut away, but when we come back, we're going to be in a different area of the facility. So don't go anywhere. All right, folks, I am about to get out of the Ruidoso Racetrack and Casinos business, where they were real busy this week. I'm just so grateful that they allowed us time to come in, get behind the scenes, and look at some of the areas that are very difficult to get to without getting an unrestricted pass that they gave to us. So we can't thank them enough. Again, we are standing right now. This is the finish line. This is where 2.6 or approximately $2.6 million is going to be won right here when the horse crosses this line. So it's going to be real exciting. Again, this is just an intro to get to you to understand what we're going to be doing on Friday's show, which is going to be a special for the Ruidoso Downs Racetrack and Casino, featuring the races going on this weekend, especially on Monday, September 1st, the All-American Futurity race that'll be going down right here. So we loved it out here. We spent some time out here. The facility is wonderful. The people are nice, and we just can't say enough about it. So we're really excited, and we're definitely going to be here this weekend. You better try to make it if you can. If you're in the area, don't miss this race. It's going to be 1 in a million. All right, for right now, J Real's going to sign out. This will be the wrap-up. Check out the videos, the footage, and just enjoy the whole excitement of the races, because we are sure going to do that. J Real signing out. J Real. J